Hi everybody.
Hey, how's it
I'm
going?
doing great. I'm a bit tired, but I'm great.
Cool.
Everything goes really
All
well.
right, yeah, it's about 9 hours later
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It's 7.5. It's raining outside. It's dirty weather, but I'm doing great.
Good. So can you give kind of explain what your animation experience prior to coming to Animation Mentor was like?
Oh, it was like none at all. I never animate before Animation Mentor, and that's why you have to believe that everybody can do it because uh, I was just a CG graphic freelance doing some video game stuff like modeling some cars and boring stuff like environment and stuff like that, but never animate before, so everybody can do it.
And so what then led you to choose Animation Mentor?
It was a long process because I wasn't sure that I wanted to become an animator in the sense that I was thinking that this is going to be too hard for me. So every week, every month, I was on the internet watching the animation school and see what people can do right after the animation school. And I was like, yeah, from Animation Mentor, I watched some stuff from old students that was really amazing, and every good real demo reel were coming from Animation Mentor. So I decided to apply, and it was a good choice, I think.
Oh, yeah, well, we're glad you came through, and of course it seemed to work out for you because you got a job working on
Yeah,
Despicable Me right after
yeah.
that. Can you kind of describe how that experience was, getting that job, and what it was like compared to being an animation
Oh
mentor?
yeah. First, it was great, really great, coming from the school as a student and being contacted by McGuff. It was like, you're sure you want to talk to me because I can't believe it's true. And right after I arrived to Paris and I met all the team, and it was like in the animation mentor class, you have always someone around you to help you, to explain to you, because you're like a junior, so you have some middle and senior animators right beside you, and you can ask every moment of the day some help, and everybody is here for helping you and to push your animation further. And it's really great to be surrounded by so many talented people. But yeah, there's no big difference between being a student and working in the industry, except maybe the quota. You have to work more faster, and yes, everybody is pushing you behind to make a good job really quick. But in terms of communication, community, and help, it's the same. Honestly, it's really nice to share some experience with other people, and it's great. And working on Despicable Me too is amazing, incredible, a great moment. I've been 8 months on it, and it was a perfect year for me.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and that will be coming out very soon, so we can actually see your
Yeah.
work on there. Um, Something else. What were some things you did while you were here at Animation Mentor that helped prepare you for that?
To be in to prepare me to be in the industry, I mean.
Yes, or like, what did you do beyond just going to your Q&A
Um, I,
uh,
I, s-
and watching your
I, I
lectures that
I
helped you?
spend a lot of time watching the work of other students. As you can do frame by frame, I learned a lot watching some really nice animation on all the campus, coming from students from class 4, 5, when I was in class 2 or 3, and I was like spending all the night with with the keyboard, like frame. Oh yeah, well, yeah, frame. And honestly, it's a good way to learn from the other. And obviously, all the video reference helped me a lot because I wasn't an animator and I didn't learn how to animate before, and I didn't spend too much time watching people in the street, like how they walk, how they run, and watching you on the video ref, you can learn a lot, a lot.
Well, now Nathan asks, how did you get the job after you graduated?
I get lucky. I put my video, my demo reel on the internet, on the Vimeo website, and I built a little website with my resume and the reel, and I posted on forums like 3D VF or CG Society, some website like this, and I've been contacted right after by my girl. But I was really lucky because it was the good timing, I think, because there's a lot of really talented people. And I was like, why me? But they needed one person at the right moment, and I was this person, so I'm lucky.
Nice. Well, did you meet other Animation Mentor alumni there
Yeah,
as well?
old student from the first year, I think, Ishem Afawi. Do you remember his name?
Oh, yeah.
He made
Yeah.
the man dancing in the supermarket. He works there with his brother,
Right.
and I've been working with Young Fam, was one class before me, and Thierry des Arméniens, and another. We were four from Animation Mentor, and they really liked the way we worked. So I made Becca coming in touch with McGuff to maybe bring some other animators from Animation Mentor at McGuff, because it's really, really a great experience. So
Well, if you had to do Animation Mentor again, now that you've learned everything you have at McGuff, what would you do differently,
uh,
if anything?
if anything, I don't think I would change anything, honestly, because as you said before, all the students I've met before at Animation Mentor, I'm in contact with them again. So it's really a great community, and I would never change anything. Maybe I would try to not work at the same time with Animation Mentor, because it's quite hard to deal with a job. I was working like 40 hours a week, 40, 50, plus Animation Mentor, plus my
Oh,
two
wow.
kids. So I was quite tired.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I would try to be less busy. That's all. But honestly, I would not change anything.
Okay. Well, also while you're at Animation Mentor, was there any time that you couldn't get something, it wasn't making any sense, and then you just had that like aha moment and it did? And if that did happen, can you explain it?
Yeah, pretty much every week, because
Oh,
every time we had a lecture, I was like, yeah, oh, I understand. I didn't spend too much time on, as I said, on watching people, and the fact that we had lecture and you make a video reference right after, like I don't remember when we had the lecture about the arcs, and when I saw this lecture, it was a haha moment, because I was like, yeah, that makes sense now. My animation was poor, and it was quite the mess, and then I watched the video refs on the arcs, and I changed all my animation, and it took me a long time, and right after when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that makes a super sense. And I try to apply
oh my.
this every day when I work, every day.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, it sounds like it it worked and it helped you get the job, and I'm sure you have many more cool jobs after this. As such, do you have any advice to people who may be considering coming to Animation Mentor?
Oh, if I have one, it took me a long time to think about applying or not at Animation Mentor, and don't think too much. Just do it, make it. I was watching the website every day and was like, if I apply, maybe I won't be too good to continue. And my wife was right there near me, and she said, you can't you can't you can't know if you are going to be good or bad if you don't apply. So apply, and you will know. That's as simple as that. And that's what I made, and
Yeah.
here I am. So I'm quite happy that she pushed me. She
Wow,
pushed me this day.
that's some great advice too. Wow. Huh. Well, at this point, looks like we have quite a few student questions, so I'm gonna pull them up here. Francisco asks, now that you're on the other side, do you find the experience of working in the industry worth it? Was it what you expected?
Ah, a million times. That's my only answer. More than I expected. I had this question right before beginning at McGuff. I was like, I hope that I will have the same fun that I had as a student, but it's even more because your work is pushed really far, and you know that some people are going to watch it, a lot of people, and it's really rewarding. I mean, you met some crazy people, some good and talented people, and you keep touch with them all the time, and it's a big family, and it's worth it a million times.
All right. Now, Cynthia asks, how many hours a week did you spend on your animation mentor assignments?
Average, I would say maybe 20-30 hours a week. For the first three classes, maybe more after. But as I said, I didn't have too much time, and sometimes you spend a lot of time on an assignment, and you change everything. But the first version was better. So try to work fast, and try to work simple. That's the advice. The second advice I can give to work in the industry. In the school, everybody told us you have to respect the KISS, stay simple, as the more simple it is, the best it is, and it's clearly true. You have to work really simple and fast, and you don't have to spend like 50 hours a week on an assignment. Only try to spend like 30, and you're good to go.
Yeah, and that's true. It's not always the number of hours that you spend on it, but how effective or efficient you are with them.
Exactly.
And with the right amount of planning, that you could do it in much less time. And that's a great skill to learn. And it sounds like you were able to do that with your time at Animation Mentor. Now, Arn asks, as a French, would you recommend Animation Mentor over the French traditional schools?
uh, I can't answer that because I didn't make the French school, not because I didn't want it, but I prefer to apply to Animation Mentor because it's online school. You can stay at home. You have some great people. When I say great people, when you will see your mentors, you're going to be like, wow. So French schools are really good. That's known, but I prefer Animation Mentor because you can meet more people. In France, you can meet only French people, maybe European, but here at TN you can travel all around the world without moving from your chair. So.
Okay. Now, Michael asked, what were some of the challenges of an online class that they can avoid?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, so what were challenges of taking an online class at Animation Mentor, and how could these students avoid some of those challenges?
I can't answer this. What do you mean by avoid?
Well, like, I'm assuming you took some classes before you came to Animation Mentor, maybe not in Maya, but you've had other schooling, and this is the first online school that you've gone to. Did you find that difficult to learn by being online? And were there any difficulties, then how could other people avoid those difficulties?
No. Honestly, no difficulties at all. I was like asking those questions before. I wasn't sure that it will be easy. But the first day of the first class, I was pretty stressed and like, what are they going to do with us? And honestly, you can watch your lecture when you want in the week. You can watch it over and over and take some note. And it's not because it is online that it is less accurate. As you can see from Animation Mentor, if you have a look at all the demo reel from old students from Animation Mentor, you can see that there are some really good people, as they learn like me at Animation Mentor. Never took a class before, so everything I learned was online, and I don't know, I can't tell that it's more easier to be in class with somebody, because I don't know that, but I'm sure that if I made it, I'm not a genius, and so everybody can make it. And online school is great. It's great because you can choose the time you want to go into the lecture. You can choose your time when you want to make your assignment. I mean, if you're more like working early in the morning or late at night, you can choose. When you're in real school, you have to be there from, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock in the evening, and you can't change it. You can make whatever you want at Animation Mentor, except the Q&As, and you have to send your assignment on the same day, but that's it. You can make whatever you want, so it's pretty cool to have an online school, more than a physical school, for me.
Yeah, you get what you put into it. I mean, you can go to a physical school and not really try and not get anything out of it. You can go to an online school, and if you don't try, you're not getting anything out of it. But if you just really focus, no matter where you're at, you focus on the content you're given, and you focus on your studies and on your work, you're going to succeed. It doesn't matter whether you're in a room with other students or doing it online. All right. So Francisco asks, it may be hard to stand out from other students. How did you achieve this to stand out, or did you need to?
You mean to stand out, to be better than other students?
Yes. And do you feel like that was something that was one of your goals? Did you need to do that?
Oh, it's a school, but you have to be good. So the best way to push yourself to be more good than other is to speak with friends. I remember my classmate Thierry, which is French, and we were like, yeah, this week I've got a B, and what is your grade? I was like, yeah, minus B, and we were challenging like this, and that's what pushed us more further. I think it's not a competition, but you try to be the best you can, and you try to push your classmate, and you try to push everybody, because it's not a war. It's honestly, it's not a work. It's not a job. It's only for fun. You work for fun, and you earn some money to do it. So there's no competition at all. You try to do your best, and you try to be the best, and that's all.
That's a perfect answer. Yeah, thank you for that. If you just try to improve yourself and help out your fellow students, you're going to find that you're going to
Yeah,
get better. It's
exactly.
not you against them. It's y'all working together. Yeah, very good. So Day asks, do you have any advice for fresher students without animation or without any experience? What type of company should they aim for to start working at?
What would be my advice to when you haven't done any animation before, right? Um,
Yeah, and like, what's a realistic first type of job they'd get as well?
the first job. You mean the first job in the industry right after the school? Okay.
Correct.
What kind of job? At first, when I landed to into Despicable Me 2, my really first shot was only an alarm clock, like ringing. And I was like, wow, this is my first accent, and I'm going to be the best. And you prove you prove your supervisors and your lead and everybody, and that you can do it, and you ask to have a shot a little more harder, and you begin like this, and after 8 months they give you some nice shots to do, and with acting, body mechanics, and stuff like that. The advice is to be really patient. Like when you're doing animation, you have to be patient, because when you spend like a week on the hand, when you try to have a nice overlap in the fingers, and you're going to be crazy. You have to be patient. So it's the same in the industry right after the school. I mean, you have to be patient to have the first interview. You have to be patient when you get the job, and you want to do more than just an alarm clock. You want to be on the teaser. You want to be everywhere, but you have to be patient and prove everybody that you deserve the job, and that's it.
All right, thank you for that. All right, this will be our last question. So, Cynthia asks, have you kept in contact with people from Animation Mentor, and how are you able to continue networking now that you've finished?
All the time. Not every day, but like 2 or 3 times a week. I spend some time on Skype with my classmate, my buddies now, and the networking is the key, really the key. That's why Animation Mentor is really a strong school, because the networking I've made before helped me to have all those jobs, because I'm going to leave in 1 month to work at Montreal at Framestore, and I've got a job because of a classmate of mine. I saw that they were hiring at Framestore Montreal, and I asked him if he can give me the email of the RH person. And he said, no, 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 wait a minute, I'm going to ask him. Just right on Skype, and he saw the reel, and he said, yeah, we are going to have an interview with you. So it's I can't have the job without this networking, without the school, without everybody from Animation Mentor, that's for sure. And Becca helped you to have some interview too. Becca was working at Animation Mentor. She's really precious, and she helped you to have a nice resume, to have some nice all that stuff, and she gave you the contact. And it's really hard to get a job without knowing anybody. Honestly, I saw at MacGuff, I saw every resume all the day, like 200 or 300 every week, asking for a job. And if you know somebody, it helps you to have the good contacts, and to meet the right person at the right moment. So networking is the key, really. You have to be good, but this is another key.
You're, yes, you're your skills will get you in the door or get you your interview, but how well you work with others and how well you know people in the industry is what will get you hired.
Totally.
All right. Well, Alex, thank you for coming on. Everyone else here, if you want to follow him, you can check out his website at roncoalex.blogspot.fr. Feel free to send him a message, and also check out Despicable Me 2 this summer, and look for his name at the end.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for coming, Alex, and hopefully we'll be seeing you again.
And for all the students, one more time.
All right.
Don't hesitate. Do it.
Oh, sure. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.